Emily stared at the pregnancy test in her trembling hands, the two pink lines mocking her carefully constructed life, but it was the note from her sister Sarah that shattered her. I can't stand by you anymore, not like this. That afternoon, as Emily crumpled to the kitchen floor in their Boston apartment, Laura rushed in, her arms enveloping Emily in a desperate hug, whispering promises of forever while Emily's world spun into chaos. How could Sarah, the one who had once punched a bully in high school for calling Emily a dyke, now abandon her just as she faced the ultimate test of their family's fractured bonds? Emily's mind raced back to that fateful day 10 years earlier, when she had come out to her family at 25. The dinner table in their parents' suburban Connecticut home had felt like a courtroom, her father's stern gaze piercing through her, her mother's tears flowing silently. Sarah, older by 3 years, had jumped to her feet, her voice steady and fierce. If you can't accept Emily for who she is, then you're the ones losing out, she had declared, slamming her fist on the table. Emily had felt a surge of hope then, believing her sister would be her anchor. But now at 35, pregnant through IVF with Laura's unwavering support, Sarah's rejection hit like a betrayal from within her own blood. The inner turmoil gnawed at Emily as she paced the apartment that evening. Why now? She thought, her heart pounding. After all we've been through, the whispers at family gatherings, the cold shoulders from cousins, Sarah was supposed to be different. Laura sat on the couch, watching her with those steady eyes that had first captivated Emily at a women's rights rally 5 years ago. Talk to me, Em, Laura urged softly, her hand extended. Emily stopped, collapsing beside her. She said, it's because of the baby. That bringing a child into this lifestyle is selfish. But I know it's more than that. It's always been simmering under the surface. Their relationship had blossomed in secret at first, hidden from the judgmental eyes of Emily's conservative family. Laura, a successful lawyer from a progressive New York background, had pushed Emily to live authentically. We deserve happiness, Laura would say, her conviction like a lifeline. But Emily's doubts lingered, echoes of her upbringing where love was conditional, tied to societal norms. Am I really selfish? Emily pondered, staring at the ceiling. Or is Sarah the one hiding behind excuses? The next morning, Emily dialed Sarah's number, her finger hovering over the call button. When Sarah answered, her voice was clipped. Emily, I meant what I said. Mom and Dad, they can't handle this. And honestly, neither can I. The conversation escalated quickly. You defended me once, Emily shouted, tears streaming. What changed? Sarah hesitated, then sighed. Life changed. I have my own family now, Mark, the kids. I can't risk them seeing this. Emily's chest tightened. This? She repeated inwardly, as if my love is a disease. Laura, overhearing, grabbed the phone. Sarah, this is Laura, Emily's partner. Your sister needs you now more than ever. Sarah's response was icy. Partner? That's the problem. It's not natural. The line went dead, leaving Emily reeling from the finality. Days blurred into weeks as Emily navigated the early stages of pregnancy alone with Laura. Morning sickness paled compared to the emotional nausea from Sarah's absence. At her first ultrasound, Emily gripped Laura's hand, the technician's wand revealing a tiny heartbeat. That's our future, Laura whispered, her eyes glistening. But Emily's mind wandered to Sarah's daughter, her niece Lily, now 8, who had once adored Aunt Em, and her cool friend Laura. What will Lily think when she's older? Emily worried. Will she inherit this prejudice? Work became Emily's refuge, her role as a social worker in Boston's LGBTQ+ center demanding her focus. Clients shared stories of rejection that mirrored her own, fueling her resolve but deepening her wounds. One evening, after a particularly grueling session with a teen disowned by her parents, Emily broke down in Laura's arms. I thought Sarah was my ally, she sobbed. But she's just like them. Laura stroked her hair. Not everyone evolves at the same pace. Give her time. But time felt like an enemy, ticking away as Emily's belly grew, symbolizing the life she and Laura had chosen despite the odds. The family tension spilled over at Thanksgiving. Emily and Laura arrived at their parents' house uninvited, hoping for reconciliation. Her father opened the door, his face hardening. Sarah said you might show. Inside, the atmosphere was thick with unspoken accusations. Sarah avoided eye contact, busying herself with the turkey. During dinner, Emily announced the pregnancy. Silence fell like a hammer. Her mother gasped. A child? How? Emily explained the IVF process calmly, but inside she screamed, why does it matter how? It's love creating life. Sarah finally spoke, her voice trembling. You're forcing this on us. On the family name. Emily shot back. The family name that's already tarnished by your hypocrisy? The argument exploded. Accusations flew. Emily called Sarah spineless. Sarah labeled Emily reckless. Laura tried mediating, but it was futile. As they left, Emily whispered to Laura, I can't do this alone. In the car, Emily's thoughts swirled. Is fighting for acceptance worth this pain? Or should I cut ties and protect our child? The decision haunted her. A moral quandary pitting blood against chosen family. Months passed, the pregnancy advancing amid isolation. Emily journaled her fears, pouring out the internal conflict. Sarah's betrayal isn't just abandonment. It's a mirror to my own doubts. Do I regret coming out? No. But the cost. Laura's support was steadfast, but even she felt the strain, confiding in Emily about her own family's acceptance making Sarah's stance sting more. We built this life together, Laura said one night, rubbing Emily's back. Don't let her dim our light. A turning point came when Lily, Sarah's daughter, secretly called Emily. Aunt Em, why doesn't Mom let me see you? The girl asked innocently. Emily's heart ached. It's complicated, sweetie. But Lily's words planted a seed of hope, or perhaps more conflict. If the next generation questions this, maybe change is possible, Emily thought. Yet, the call ignited Sarah's fury. She accused Emily of manipulating her child. The rift widened, Emily questioning every choice. Was pursuing motherhood a mistake in this hostile world? As winter gripped Boston, Emily's resolve hardened. She and Laura attended prenatal classes, surrounded by straight couples whose easy acceptance highlighted their struggle. Internally, Emily battled guilt. Am I damning our child to a life of prejudice? But Laura's optimism countered. We'll teach them strength. Still, Sarah's shadow loomed, her absence a constant reminder of lost kinship. The second trimester brought physical relief but amplified emotional storms. Emily woke nightly, plagued by dreams of Sarah's face twisted in disapproval. Why can't she see that love is love? She agonized, staring into the darkness. Laura, sensing her unrest, pulled her close. We're in this together, Em. Our family is what we make it. But Emily's mind churned. Is it enough? Without blood ties supporting us, are we setting our child up for heartbreak? At work, a case hit too close to home. A young lesbian client facing family exile after announcing her engagement. As Emily counseled her, tears welled. Fight for your truth, she advised, but inwardly doubted her own words. Hypocrite, she berated herself. I'm preaching resilience while crumbling inside. That evening, she confronted Laura. What if Sarah's right? What if this is selfish? Laura's eyes flashed. Selfish? Loving you, building a family, that's the opposite. Sarah's the one hiding behind fear. The confrontation with Sarah escalated via text. Emily poured out her hurt. You were my hero. Now you're my villain. Sarah replied curtly. Grow up, Emily. Life isn't a fairy tale. The words stabbed deep, triggering memories of their childhood bond. Sharing secrets under blankets, Sarah defending her from schoolyard taunts. How did we get here? Emily wondered, the betrayal festering like an open wound. Social pressures mounted as news of the pregnancy spread. Colleagues at the center celebrated, but whispers from extended family reached Emily through mutual friends. Unnatural. One aunt posted vaguely on Facebook. Emily scrolled obsessively, each comment fueling her paranoia. Society's judgment is everywhere, she thought. Even in progress, hate lurks. Laura suggested therapy, but Emily resisted, fearing it would confirm her weaknesses. A family event forced the issue. Their cousin's wedding in New York. Emily and Laura attended, heads high, but Sarah's presence turned it toxic. At the reception, Sarah cornered Emily. You're parading this around like it's normal. Emily's voice shook. It is normal for us. Guests stared, the tension palpable. Inside, Emily screamed, why must I justify my existence? Laura intervened, pulling Emily away, but the damage was done. Emily spent the night sobbing, questioning her worth. Lily's innocent involvement deepened the drama. The girl sent Emily a drawing via mail. 2 stick figures labeled Aunt Em and Aunt Laura with baby. Sarah discovered it and exploded in a phone call. "Stay away from my daughter," she yelled. Emily retorted, "She's family too. You can't erase me." The exchange left Emily hollow, pondering the ethical dilemma. Is reaching out to Lily manipulation or rightful connection? Guilt consumed her, blending with anger at Sarah's possessiveness. As the baby kicked more vigorously, Emily's internal conflicts intensified. This child deserves a world without this hate, she thought. But reality intruded when their parents visited unexpectedly. Her father, gruff as ever, muttered, "Sarah's worried about the kid." Her mother added tearfully, "We just want what's best." Emily snapped, "Best is acceptance." The visit ended in stalemate. Emily left wrestling moral choices. Forgive for peace or stand firm and risk total isolation. Laura's patience wore thin. One argument erupted. "I can't keep being the buffer, Em. Fight for us." Emily, tear-streaked, confessed her fears. "I'm terrified of failing you both." Their reconciliation was raw, strengthening their bond but highlighting the toll. Love demands sacrifice, Emily realized. But how much? Community events offered solace. At a pride parade, Emily marched with Laura, the cheers momentarily drowning her doubts. Yet seeing families united twisted the knife. Why not us? Back home, she journaled furiously. Sarah's abandonment isn't just personal. It's societal poison internalized. The insight sparked a shift, Emily vowing to advocate louder. But the emotional weight pressed on. By trimester's end, a health scare. A false alarm with contractions brought clarity. In the hospital, Laura held her hand. "We survived this," she vowed. Emily nodded, but inside. "At what cost to my soul?" The incident prompted a tentative outreach to Sarah, met with silence. The rejection burned hotter, Emily's heart hardening against further pain. Entering the 3rd trimester, Emily's body ached, but her spirit fractured more profoundly. Sleepless nights amplified the cacophony of doubts. Sarah's words echo society's verdict. Am I defying nature? She touched her belly, feeling the life within, a beacon amid turmoil. Laura, ever vigilant, suggested couples counseling. "We need tools to navigate this," she insisted. Emily agreed reluctantly, the sessions unearthing buried resentments. In therapy, Emily voiced her deepest fear. What if our child resents us for the isolation? The therapist probed gently, but Emily's mind raced. It's not just fear. It's the reality Sarah imposed. Laura shared her own pain. Your family's rejection feels like mine now. The revelations bonded them closer. Yet Emily grappled with guilt. My bloodline's poison taints our future. Sarah's influence seeped through indirect channels. Mark, her husband, called unexpectedly. Sarah's struggling too, he confided. She misses you but can't admit it. Emily's anger flared. Then why the silence? Mark sighed. Pride. Fear of judgment. The call stirred mixed emotions, hope mingled with suspicion. Is this manipulation? She wondered. Or a crack in her armor? Social media amplified the divide. Emily posted a baby bump photo, captioned "Our miracle." Comments poured in, supportive from friends, vitriolic from distant relatives. One from a cousin. Think of the child. Emily deleted it, but the sting lingered. Society's microscope never relents, she thought bitterly. Laura urged blocking them, but Emily hesitated, craving validation. A pivotal confrontation occurred at a neutral coffee shop. Emily invited Sarah, desperate for closure. Sarah arrived wary, her eyes avoiding Emily's swell. Why now? Sarah asked. Emily leaned in. Because this baby deserves aunts who love unconditionally. Sarah's facade cracked slightly. I do love you, but this. It's hard. Tears flowed as they hashed old wounds, childhood favoritism, Sarah's unspoken jealousy of Emily's freedom. Inside, Emily churned. Her pain doesn't excuse betrayal. The meeting ended ambiguously, Sarah promising to think. But days later, a harsh email arrived. I can't endorse this path. Emily's devastation was profound, collapsing into Laura's arms. She's chosen sides against us. Laura's fury matched hers. Then we choose forward. Yet Emily's internal battle raged. Forgiveness or fortitude? The moral tightrope tightens. Lily's role escalated dramatically. At a school event Emily attended covertly, Lily spotted her. "Aunt Em," she cried, hugging tightly. Sarah, witnessing, pulled her away harshly. Later, accusatory texts flew. "You're confusing her." Emily responded defiantly. "Truth isn't confusion." The incident ignited public family drama, cousins taking sides online. Emily felt exposed, her privacy shattered. The price of authenticity is endless scrutiny. As labor loomed, Emily's reflections deepened. Journal entries became confessions. Sarah's abandonment forced my growth, but at what emotional cost? Prenatal yoga classes offered brief peace, but thoughts intruded. Laura noticed her withdrawal. "Share the burden," she pleaded. Emily confessed. "I fear resenting Sarah forever." Their dialogues grew intense, unpacking layers of hurt. A surprise ally emerged, their mother calling tearfully, "I want to be there for the birth." Emily's skepticism warred with longing. "What about Sarah?" Her mother hesitated. "She's processing." The call sparked hope, but Emily guarded her heart. Trust once broken is fragile. The emotional crescendo built as due date neared. Emily envisioned scenarios. Reconciliation or rupture. "Whatever comes, I'll pay the price for my truth," she resolved. But doubts whispered. "Is the sacrifice worth it?" Contractions began subtly, but the emotional labor far outweighed the physical. As Emily breathed through the pain in their Boston home, Laura timed them meticulously. "It's time," Laura said, her voice steady despite the fear in her eyes. In the car to the hospital, Emily's mind flooded with regrets. Sarah should be here, she thought, the absence a gaping void. Her betrayal culminates now, in my loneliest moment. At the hospital, nurses bustled, but Emily felt isolated amid the sterile efficiency. Laura held her hand, whispering encouragements. "You're strong, Em. We've got this." But inside, Emily wrestled demons. What if complications arise? Who will our child have if family forsakes us? The epidural brought relief, allowing deeper introspection. Sarah's choice wasn't just rejection. It was cowardice masking her own insecurities. News of the labor spread via Laura's update to friends. Unexpectedly, their mother arrived, breathless. I couldn't stay away. Tears mingled with contractions as Emily embraced her tentatively. "Where's Sarah?" Emily asked between breaths. Her mother shook her head. She said she can't." The revelation crushed Emily anew, fueling determination. "I'll birth this child without her blessing." Hours stretched, pain intensifying. Emily's screams echoed her inner turmoil. This agony mirrors the years of silent suffering. Laura coached relentlessly, her love a tangible force. In a quiet moment, Emily confessed, "I forgive her, but I'll never forget." Laura nodded, eyes fierce. "Focus on us now." The delivery room buzzed as pushing commenced. Emily's exhaustion battled resolve. "For our family," she mantraed inwardly. The baby's cry pierced the air. A girl healthy and wailing. Joy overwhelmed Emily as she held her daughter, naming her hope. Laura wept beside her, the moment sacred. But Sarah's shadow lingered, tempering the bliss. Postpartum days blurred in fatigue and euphoria. Their mother stayed, helping with feeds, her presence a bridge. "I'm proud of you," she whispered one night. Emily's heart softened slightly. Redemption starts small. Yet, calls to Sarah went unanswered, deepening the wound. Her silence speaks volumes. Weeks later, adjustment to motherhood amplified conflicts. Sleep deprivation sharpened Emily's edges. One night, cradling hope, she pondered. Will Sarah's prejudice poison future generations? Laura shared the load, but tensions arose. Emily's mood swings straining their bond. "We're a team," Laura reminded. Emily nodded, but guilt gnawed. "My family's drama burdens her too." A shocking development. Lily appeared at their door, backpack in hand. "I ran away," the 10-year-old declared. Panic ensued as Emily called Sarah. "She's safe," Emily assured. Sarah arrived furious. "This is your fault." The confrontation was volcanic. "My fault? For existing," Emily countered. Lily interjected tearfully. "Mom, why do you hate Aunt Em?" Sarah faltered, the child's innocence exposing cracks. In the heated exchange, truths tumbled. Sarah admitted. I was scared. Of losing my place in the family, of judgment. Emily's empathy clashed with hurt. You sacrificed me for comfort. Sarah sobbed. I regret it every day. The admission hung heavy, Emily's mind reeling. Is this genuine or damage control? Resolution teetered. Sarah lingered, holding hope tentatively. She's beautiful. Emily watched warily. Forgiveness demands vulnerability. Laura observed silently, her support unwavering. As Sarah left with Lily, promising change, Emily doubted. Words are cheap, actions define. The emotional aftermath was raw. Emily journaled. Betrayal scars run deep, but healing beckons. Hope's coups grounded her, a reminder of stakes. For her, I'll navigate this minefield. Months turned to years, Hope growing into a spirited toddler. Her laughter filling the voids Emily once feared. But the reconciliation with Sarah proved fragile, punctuated by awkward visits and unresolved tensions. Emily's internal vigilance never waned. Trust rebuilt is tentative, always one misstep from collapse. Laura's optimism balanced her caution. People change, she said often. Emily wanted to believe, but memories haunted. At Hope's second birthday party, family gathered tentatively. Their parents, a few cousins, and Sarah with her family. Smiles masked undercurrents. Lily, now 12, bonded with Hope, her curiosity about two moms innocent yet probing. Sarah watched stiffly, her discomfort evident. Emily pulled her aside. If you're here, mean it. Sarah nodded tearfully. I'm trying. The gathering unraveled when a relative's offhand comment, non-traditional family, ignited Sarah. To Emily's shock, Sarah defended. It's family, period. The moment stunned Emily, stirring hope. Is this the turn? But later, Sarah confessed privately. I still struggle. Daily. Emily's empathy surged. Her battle mirrors mine, internal wars we all fight. Social shifts influence the dynamic. With evolving laws and visibility, Emily's advocacy at work flourished, but personal costs mounted. A viral article about LGBTQ+ families featured them, drawing praise and hate mail. Sarah called worried. Be careful. Emily snapped. Careful? That's code for hide. The argument reopened wounds, Emily questioning. Can blood overcome ingrained bias? Lily's role became pivotal. The teen confided in Emily during a secret outing. Mom cries about you sometimes. She says she was wrong but doesn't know how to fix it. The revelation floored Emily. Sarah's pain parallels mine, suppressed, destructive. Armed with this, Emily confronted Sarah at a park. Lily told me everything. Sarah broke down. I defended you once, then abandoned you out of fear. I thought protecting my family meant erasing yours. The confession unleashed floods. Sarah revealed her own suppressed doubts about her marriage, her envy of Emily's authenticity. You lived truthfully, I conformed. Emily's heart ached. Her betrayal stemmed from her own cages. They hugged, tears mingling, a tentative mending. But Emily pondered. Forgiveness isn't erasure. It's choice amid pain. Years accelerated. Hope turned 10, inquisitive about family history. Why was Aunt Sarah mean? She asked one day. Emily hesitated, then shared gently. People make mistakes from fear. Inside, she wrestled ethics. Shield her or arm her with truth. Laura advocated honesty. She'll face the world, prepare her. The climax arrived at a family reunion. Sarah, now divorced from Mark, arrived openly supportive. But old habits surfaced in a heated debate about politics. Sarah slipped, echoing past prejudices. Emily exploded. After all this? Sarah apologized profusely. But the damage reignited Emily's fury. Progress is illusionary. Lily, witnessing, intervened dramatically. Mom, stop pretending. I know you defended Aunt Em in high school, but left because Grandpa threatened to cut you off financially. You chose money over family. The room froze. Sarah paled. How did you? Lily held up an old letter. I found this. The truth. The exposure shattered pretenses. Sarah confessed fully. I was weak. Forged by our parents' expectations. Emily's world tilted. Not pure hate, but survival instinct. Tears flowed as they processed. Their mother admitted complicity. We pressured her. The family unraveled and rebuilt in that moment. Apologies cascading. In the aftermath, bonds strengthened through therapy. Emily reflected. Truth liberates, but at emotional expense. Hope watched, learning resilience. Sarah's transformation was genuine, her actions proving remorse, attending Pride with them, advocating publicly. Yet, Emily's inner peace remained elusive. The scars define us, she thought. As they moved forward, questions lingered. Was Sarah's initial abandonment justified by familial pressure, or was it an unforgivable moral failure?